he's a good actor, and it was a shame that he passed. So yeah, but I miss him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to talk about now? Anything?
No, let's just finish it.
That's it. Okay, thanks a lot, folks. Come on.
I want to talk about the and you I'm going to steal how you referred to it, the mirror image.
Ooh, you cheeky sausage. Go on then.
Well, no, that was my opening for you to talk about it. I just wanted to say
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I made a very valid point and I forgot it. Oh, go on.
So, of course, we have the main character, played
Harry.
by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, we haven't talked Arnie.
No, we haven't.
We're
going to talk about him now. And he is playing a spy who, to his family, is pretending to be a salesman. And his wife is, she turns out she's not having an affair, but he believes that his wife is having an affair with a used car salesman pretending to be a spy. So, that's kind of it's a good bit of sort of poetic, I don't know, is it irony?
I'd say ironic.
Yeah.
Arnie is a spy pretending to be a salesman. Simon is a salesman pretending to be a spy.
Yeah.
That's pretty ironic.
So it's an interesting kind of thought that, I find it strange that you would not be able to tell your family what you really do, even if you were a spy.
Admittedly, because I think it's a bit strange. I mean, you've got to tell them at some point, I mean, otherwise you're good. Like, he almost forgets his wedding ring, Although, to be fair, Jamie Lee Curtis's character of Helen didn't really pay much attention, even mentions to one of her colleagues that, in order for her to get to sleep, she just asked him about his day. So, maybe there's no spark there anymore.
But I think, that is because he's never there, and because, she thinks he's a salesman, and, he obviously can't, how can you be in a relationship and get to know someone and have a spark with them and have a connection with them if you're lying to them all the time?
And another thing. I mean, she's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Harry, played by Arnie.
Yeah.
I mean, has she not seen him naked?
Maybe,
he's a big
well,
bloke.
that would be the lie to say, not, I was working late. Oh, yeah, I was in the gym.
That's a good point. That's good. But then how would she explain her body?
In the gym. What do you mean, how would she explain her body?
Well, come on. I mean, the sexy strip scene is like a bit... Oh, bloody hell, Jamie.
Well, her husband's always down the gym, so, she's got plenty of time to work out.
She's on the poles.
I
mean, that's an exercise, though. No, not saying that she's a stripper.
No.
In her,
but
he's a spy, she's a stripper. But, it's an exercise.
There is a shot of her on an exercise bike, so she obviously does look after herself. But yeah, so it's very interesting when, obviously, he realises that she has been missing out on some excitement and action in her life, and that's exactly what his real life is.
There's a lot of irony in this film, isn't there?
Probably, yeah. I'm always worried about calling true irony. I'm always worried about calling something ironic because Alanis Morissette got it so wrong. So
how did she get it so wrong?
Nothing in her song about irony is ironic. Isn't that ironic?
It's a Death Row pardon 2 minutes too late.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate. That's not ironic. That's just unfortunate.
None of the things are ironic.
Well, I can try and think what else was ironic.
We'll talk about it later. This is a film podcast. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I am thinking about doing a Jagged Little Pill podcast at some point.
I think you should.
Just to remind everybody of the greatest album between 1995 and 1997. Let's talk Arnie.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, he's brilliant. He's one of a kind. There is nothing like him on the planet.
No, there isn't. Sylvester Stallone tried to come close, but just didn't have the persona. You know.
He's just...
And had poor choices. in films.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd.
Oh, yeah.
Stopping My Mum Will Shoot. Oh, so there's a great fact about Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because they are friends and they weren't really enemies as such, but there was kind of
rivals.
Yeah, rivals is better. But again, it was kind of friendly.
Yeah.
So, for instance, I think it's 1989 or 1990 film Stop or My Mum Will Shoot with Sylvester Stallone and Estelle Getty. I think that's her name. Golden Girls chick. Basically, Arnie read the script and said, "Oh, this is horrible."
Right.
And then, basically went around telling everybody that he thought he loved it so that Sylvester Stallone would go for it.
Ooh, that's low.
That is low, isn't it?
That's great.
But yeah, there's quite a few rivalry stories about those two. Arnie is a gem.
Yeah, you can't not like him.
Have you got a favourite role of his?
I don't know. I mean, I love him as the Terminator in Terminator 2 specifically. I really like him in Jingle All the Way.
That's pretty good.
And,
okay.
And there are things like Twins that I really need to revisit.
Okay.
Because I remember watching them when I was much, much, much younger. But I definitely need to watch them. But yeah, it's hard. I think Terminator 2.
Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
It's kind of difficult because I do love Terminator 2 a lot. But I think I'm going to have to go Dutch in Predator.
Okay, yeah.
Predator, it's just such a manly film. You know? When you watch it, testosterone grows more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why my chest was so hairy after we watched it.
But yes, definitely Dutch in Predator. It's a shame he didn't come back for any other film, but yeah, he's awesome in that.
He doesn't need to. Does what he wants.
I also recommend the Arnold Schwarzenegger film Maggie.
Okay.
Which is the one kind of about, it's essentially Arnie versus the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
That's but it tugs your heartstrings. It's really, really good.
Yeah, he's interesting in kind of some more serious straight roles.
Yeah, there's not been many films where he has played it very, very straight.
No.
Before something like Maggie, I would have said something like Last Action Hero. Yeah, he's supposed to be playing this all-action cop and everything, but you think about it, it's not a great film, but he plays it really, really well, you know. I think that he could have done with a film like Sylvester Stallone got Copland, the James Mangold film. Brilliant film, and Stallone is fantastic. I'd say that's his best role he's ever done. Arnie needs that sort of film, but then again, I think it's also a little bit past it now. If something like King Conan came along and he played the elder version of Conan, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's been given many straight serious roles.
No. But
Maggie's
then,
the closest.
I think he is very funny.
He is. Well, he put butts in seats at cinemas, you know. He's really good. Do you know what? This is a really weird one. I would like to have seen Arnold Schwarzenegger work with Christopher Nolan.
That's interesting.
I just think that there's a concept there.
I just remembered that he was Mr. Freeze.
Nice to see you. You're not putting me in the cooler.
That's my favourite role. That's my favourite terrible, terrible role.
Oh my god, if Nolan had done Mr. Freeze, that would be amazing. Anyway, Mr. Freeze has got a really sad backstory.
Doesn't he? Yeah, doesn't he?
It's really good. Anyway, enough about Batman. So
never enough about Batman.
So what is your favourite action film?
My favourite action film?
Action film. That doesn't include superheroes.
Oh, good lord.
Put you on the spot.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. You know what? That's pretty much the only answer, isn't it?
Yes. My only answer.
I will say that I really like a lot of the Bond films, but I think, John McClane is better than James Bond.
Definitely.
Not so much in the later films, but...
No, but,
The first three were good.
Definitely.
Actually, the fourth one was alright. Basically, the last one let it down.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Russia and John McClane. Yeah, it's not good.
No.
And think of Jar Courtney as his son. Oh, God, I hate Jar Courtney. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Yes, but I think, Die Hard is just so watchable and so memorable, and, it's the kind of film that you have loads of favourite bits in, and then you also forget little bits as well. And, obviously it's got such a memorable performance from, I've forgotten his name now, Hans Gruber.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, thank you. Sorry, Alan.
We'll be on the beach earning 20%.
Yes.
15%?
Memorable, even though I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely Die Hard. Definitely Die Hard.
Good.
But this was very good too.
It's fun.
It was good fun.
It was an American version of Bond.
Yeah.
That simple. With an Austrian man playing the lead.
Why not? What about your favourite scene?
My favourite scene is the horse and the motorcycle chase scene.
Yes.
I think that's just very funny and very epic.
Yes.
I think even the bit before it where there's the fight in the bathroom is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'd say fun, people are getting killed, but there's the guy in the stall who kind of comes out and looks scared. But yeah, I definitely think the chase scene and the effects that went into that, I just thought it was very fun and just actiony.
Yeah.
That's the best description. It's just really actiony. I mean, the film has a lot of good scenes.
Yes.
The final scene at the end with the Harrier jet is good.
Yeah.
And the beginning of the film where they're chasing him in the snowy, I think it's Austrian, landscape, manor house sort of thing.
Yeah.
They're all very fun, but I think the horse and motorcycle chase is the best.
Yeah, there are some good chases and some good action sequences, but I agree. I just like that they were like, what's the most ridiculous thing we can put him on? Horse? Yeah.
And the horse goes in the lift.
Yes. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, with the two stiffy people.
And the woman says, say something. And the guy says, it's a damn fine horse.
Yeah. He said, that's a mighty animal.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
It's like, yeah. And then the tail hits the
woman in the face. It's great. Rich people.
What about you? What's your favourite scene?
My favourite scene has to be, although the setup is a bit mean because basically Helen has been sent on a quote-unquote mission.
Mm-hmm. With Simon?
No,
not
with Simon.
No, it's after Simon gets caught.
It's after Simon, yeah. So Harry and Gib have, sent her on a mission. They don't know. She doesn't know it's them. And she thinks she's posing as a prostitute to plant a bug when actually it's Harry in the shadows. And he gets her to strip off and do a sexy dance for him. And, it's just a brilliant reveal of how, amazing Jamie Lee Curtis looks. She was clearly like, I'm not keeping this body to myself. But that's not why I love it. The reason I love it is because she it's very funny as well. She holds it together really well. She does this, very sensual kind of dance, although it starts off as a kind of, really awkward mum dance. And then he's like, slower, sensual, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
With the tape recorder. And then she at one point falls, but she recovers really well, and she drops the bug and she recovers from that and manages to pick it up and turn it into a sexy move. And it's really it's just a really good scene, and it shows that kind of range that I was talking about earlier, where Jamie Lee is awkward, she's very sensual, she's clumsy, she's funny, all in one kind of, really, really memorable scene. It's great.
That was a brilliant explanation.
Thank you.
I completely agree, and she's hot.
Yes. That too.
What's your favourite line?
My favourite line is from Gib to Harry.
Tom Arnold.